Are you guys tired of cooking in the kitchen all day long with your busy schedules? Well, today I'm sharing with you 5 delicious, easy, budget-friendly meals that you can throw in your crock pot and have ready at the end of the day. So stay with me to share these recipes. Okay, so today's video, if you didn't already catch the intro, is all about crock pot cooking. I'm going to share 5 meals with you guys that are easy. So easy because you know our life is so busy right now, as always, with the kids and everything going on, and then the weather has been horrendous here. I don't know how it's been where you guys are, but it has been horrendous here with the ice and the snow. I know a lot of you have had like winter storms also in your areas, but I'm going to share these meals with you guys. Also, today's video is in collaboration with my friend Molly Purcell, and she is a mama. She's super sweet. She has all kinds of cooking content if you guys have never watched her. So many crock pot recipes. She has appetizers, she does cake mix recipes, just all kinds of stuff. And then she also has budget-friendly grocery hauls. So we are collabing today on this video. So I'd love for you guys to go check out her channel, give her some love, tell her I sent you. I will link her information down in the box below. And make sure you give her some love. And if you guys are coming from Molly's channel, I'm Tiffany. I'm a mom before, and I share lots of budget-friendly grocery hauls over here. We're actually doing like kind of really revamping the budget this year with the grocery hauls, or trying to only get what we need and use up what we have in the cabinets. That's the goal. If you didn't see my video with Nicole last week, check that one out. But anyway, I'm sharing lots of that kind of stuff. And I'm throwing in recipes and cooking. I haven't been doing that as much, but I'm trying to get back on track with that this year and share some of that with you because I know a lot of you have requested that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. And like I said, if you're new, I would love to have you subscribe, and I will see you guys at the very end. Okay, you guys, today's video is super simple. We're taking 4 chicken breasts. We're taking a box of stuffing mix, 2 cans of cream of chicken, cup of sour cream, and probably in total a cup of chicken broth. So this is easy, and we're gonna cook it. We'll probably cook this for 6 hours on low because we have enough time today. So all I'm gonna do, and don't come for me if you guys are like, ew, you didn't wash your chicken, ew, that's so gross. I've already sprayed my crock pot out. I'm gonna take 4 chicken breasts. I'm just gonna lay them in there. They'll cook together. I'll use this other chicken for another day. We'll get that out of the way. I'm not even gonna cut the weird stuff off the chicken today. So we're gonna take that. I am going to take a cup of sour cream, the 2 cans of cream of chicken, and I'll mix that together with a ½ cup of chicken broth. You can feel free to add more if necessary, but like some people don't like to add as much. So we're gonna take our chicken broth, our chicken stuffing, and we're just gonna layer this on top. And if throughout the day it gets drier, you can add more chicken broth to this recipe. Come on. Sorry, I'm still filming it. So anyway, I ripped that open. So we're gonna just put the chicken stuffing mix all on top. Some people use 2 boxes. I think 2 boxes is just too much stuffing for this recipe, to be honest with you. So I'm going to use 1. Okay, got me a bowl. I'm going to take that bowl. I'm going to put the cream of chicken into the bowl. 2 bowls cream of chicken. And feel free, like, yeah, I'm just going to put that lid up there. I'm not going to measure the sour cream because I know what it equals out to, and honestly I don't want to waste that. A little bit of extra, it's not going to hurt anything, because it makes the flavor come together. Plus, the smoother it is in there, it doesn't get as dried out. That's another reason why I only use 1 box of stuffing, because otherwise it's going to get more dried out with all that extra stuffing. So take in the sour cream, we're going to put that in there. And this is so good. If you've never made this recipe, you are missing out, because not only is it super easy. My mother-in-law makes this the regular way. I've never been able to master it that way. I don't have time for all that today with baking it in the oven and shredding the chicken and doing all that. So we're going to take my route of crock potting it Let me get you measuring cup, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the cup because who really. So now I've mixed the 2 cans. Now I've mixed the 2 cans together. I somehow cut this off and didn't film this. I took 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, and I took the container of the sour cream, and I took a little over half a cup of the chicken broth and mixed it in here, and this is what you get. This is your sauce. So then what we're gonna do is just pour the sauce over it. And if you want to, kind of push your your stuffing back in to the sides a little bit so that this will go down kind of like the sides of it a little bit better, so that way it coats it, you know what I mean, so it's not totally dry. It hits that chicken down there. So it's pretty basic. I mean, that is really all there is to this recipe. Super duper cheap, super duper easy. And then you can cook it on high, 3 to 4 hours, or on low, 4 to 6. We're gonna cook it on low and hope for the best, and we'll come back in a little. There is dinner. It is all done. I shredded the chicken, took it out. It is super creamy. You just stir it together, and there it is. It turned out way creamier this time by adding that chicken broth in there, because a lot of times I haven't and it's dried it out completely. So this is probably the creamiest that I've served this, other than making it in the oven. So it smells so good. And then we've got potatoes here, those mashed potatoes, instant ones. I got some corn in the microwave. Such an easy, budget-friendly, simple, yummy home-style meal. Crescent rolls, mashed potatoes, corn, casserole. Okay, today's dinner is super easy. I am omitting something I usually make with this, is I put cream of chicken. We're out of that, so we're just gonna add more seasonings than normal. But by all means, if you have a can of cream of chicken, do that. Usually I use shredded hash browns. Today I'm gonna use the diced ones. I've already sprayed my Crockpot out. So all we're gonna do, add the diced hash browns in there. And I was gonna make homemade potato soup, but we'll save that for another day. You're supposed to use half of an onion. I'm just gonna use the whole one. Chopped it up. Already had it on hand in my pantry. And hash browns are something we usually keep on hand. Then you're gonna need 2 cans of 14.5 ounces of chicken broth. Got this from Sam's Club. I'm just using one of the 32 ounces. It might be like, what, a hair over in ounces, but that is fine. Not a big deal because it'll all come together. And then at the end, we'll add shredded cheese and we'll add cream cheese. And sometimes I do that with my recipes, sometimes I don't. I've got pepper. Like I said, you can measure your seasonings, but I don't. So you can use a fourth a teaspoon of this, and you can add a little bit of salt if you want. I add extra pepper just for seasoning. I'll add a dash of salt. So we're gonna cook this. You can cook this on low, and I don't recommend my crock pot. People always ask about it, but I don't recommend this one. I want to get that Beautiful brand by Drew Barrymore. But anyway, you can cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours, or you cook it on high 4 to 6. So we'll come back once this is cooked, and it doesn't take as long, I don't feel, with the little hash browns, because it's obviously easier to cook than the potatoes, as far as them softening, because they're smaller. But anyway, we'll come back later. Okay, it's been cooking. I actually did it on high, put it on low, but I mixed it back. I'm going to throw some cheese in. I'm not measuring it. You can measure it. I actually don't have cream cheese. Sometimes I add cream cheese, sometimes I don't. It really doesn't matter. I am going to add a little bit of half and half to make it creamier, just because it's better that way. And then we've got it. And we'll just stir it together. Add some more pepper. I'm going to let that cook for a few minutes so the cheese melts. This is a soupier version than it would be normally. And then usually we serve it with bacon sandwiches. See? Let it all come together. It's a different texture than it normally is because it's the other kind. So it's not real, like, the color is different. I think because I add so much pepper. But there you go. So there's the soup. It's very bright in here, so it's hard to show. But this soup, if you've ever had Shoney's potato soup, that's what this reminds me of. We had like little oyster crackers. It's really, really good. I already took a bite of it. It's like soupier, you know, that texture, but it's really, really, really good. Okay guys, today's dinner is super duper easy. It's something that you can buy affordably. I got this pork loin from Kroger for $8.52. This giant one, this is 4.5 pounds, 4.28 pounds. I took 1 onion, already had on hand, and a thing of barbecue sauce. I'll probably use 2 of these, and then a can of pop, soda, however you call it where you live. So I am not using, you can use Coke, you can use Diet Dr. Pepper, or Dr. Pepper, you can use whatever you want. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the onions in the bottom. It's really just to cook it. It's not really for anything else because we'll take these out when it's done cooking. It just adds a little bit of flavor, and I propped the pork loin up on it. You're gonna take your soda or your pop. You're gonna pour half of the can, and I've never actually had this before. Okay, now we're gonna put the pork loin into the crock pot, just like that. Half the time I've got these frozen, so this is a good idea to have it like this. You don't have to stick your whole bag in there, but anyway. Ugh. Okay, that is such a red mess. I didn't anticipate that. And then you're gonna take the rest of it and you're gonna pour it. This just helps moisten this. So I don't have 8 to 10 hours. If you have 8 to 10 hours, cook it on low. If not, you can cook it on high for 4 to 6. So we'll come back later, and that's when we will shred this and add the barbecue sauce after we drain all this out. Okay, so that's done cooking. It looks really nasty. We'll take it out, shred it, and take all of the stuff out of there, and then add this. Okay, here it is all shredded. I've got the sauce. Gonna pour it in, mix it around, and we'll have dinner in a minute. Okay, it's all mixed together in one bottle and plenty more. Put it, look at that. Perfect, inexpensive dinner. Okay guys, tonight's crockpot dinner is finally getting to happen. So I'm taking 4 burgers. Actually, we're gonna double this. We're taking 8 burgers. Oh, of course they have the bags. So we're taking 8 burgers. We're taking 2 packs of brown gravy mix because I'm doubling this. 2 cream of mushroom soups. If you were just doing 4 patties, you would do 2 cups of milk. I'm gonna see if we need all of it and go from there. So we're gonna put the patties in first. Make sure you take the paper off. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Why am I counting out loud? 6, 7. Like, I have a big family and my guys like to eat, so it's better to like do this. And then let's see if we need to mix this. Okay, so we are going to mix this. We're gonna mix the soups in a bowl with the brown gravy mix with the milk and make it into like a gravy. That way it all comes together much smoother. So we'll go ahead and double that then. We'll do the, sorry, there's something in there. Do that. I probably should have put the mix in first. Oh well. And let me see if I can scrape some of that out, you guys, because I hate wasting stuff. Like, there's always a whole bunch left, just where it's so thick. Let's try to get all that out. You can even mix your milk in with it, and then I'll take the rest of that out, usually. Let me try to do that. Okay, one more brown gravy mix. Hopefully this mixes together well. Okay, let's add 2 more to stir this all together. This will be a lot of gravy. But you can always like use it as leftovers, freeze it, whatever you need to do for your family. That's what I say. This is just so inexpensive and so easy. I've seen this recipe so many times on Pinterest and I've never tried it. But I know some of you guys have, and you've all said it's really good. And I like the ease of it, because I mean, it takes a lot to sit and fry those cube steak, or you know, do all the regular Salisbury steak. It takes a while. have time. So, got all that mixed together. Gonna pour it. Oh, I'm sorry. Make sure you splash it all over the place too. Make sure it like splashes all over your walls. That's the best idea. Because look at that. You guys, I'm just being real over here. So try to get that little patty down in there. There we go. So, putting the lid on. Oh, wrong lid. I've got 2 crock pots out right now because I'm making something different. So then we're gonna just cook it all day long, and we'll come back to it. You could probably cook it on high. You can cook it on low 5 to 6 hours or high 3 hours, but that's assuming you have 4. So we're gonna let it cook for about 5 to 6 hours and come back and see how it looks. And we'll serve it with some corn and instant mashed potatoes or real mashed potatoes, whatever you want to do. But we'll come back in a bit. So here is the Salisbury steak. It's been cooking literally all day. Some potatoes. And I'm gonna corn cooking in the microwave. So there it is. So here it is all together. Corn. This, like I said, this is extra soupy because I added extra milk in it, and then the potatoes. Okay, super easy recipe for dinner tonight. I'm gonna take some chicken. You can use up what you have on hand also. I've got a new jar to serve with dinner, but I'm gonna use up the rest of what's in this jar, queso blanco. I've got 2 things of taco seasoning, a thing of ranch, green chilies, and diced tomatoes, which rotel. But I've also got taco shells, and then I've got soft tacos, because you can make like, I pour the queso inside of the flour tortilla and put the taco shell in it. So it kind of makes it like a generic crunch wrap. Then I've got black beans to serve with it. Easy meal, serve it with some rice, whatever you want, super budget friendly. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna use the chicken that's left in here because I don't wanna like waste stuff. So I'm gonna put the chicken in. And then I'll use, I don't know how many pieces we'll do. Maybe like, yeah. Really just depends on like what you want to do. There's no like right way to make this. I just wing this. This is one of those recipes you just wing. And like I was trying to find a new way to make tacos, and Ryan, I figured, because Ryan does not love tacos. But like I said, I made these one night, just threw it together last minute because I literally had no food except for randomness, and picked up some groceries at Walmart. Actually, I'm gonna need some liquid. We do need about a cup of liquid. Never mind, we don't, because the juices will cook together. So I'm gonna put the rotel in. Gonna put the green chilies in. Every little last one of them. Then we'll get the seasoning. All the juices will form together, so it'll be fine because the juices will cook together and we can stir it later. Got that. Sorry, I'm trying to show that on my camera, on my phone too. There we go. Okay, taco. And taco number 2. Then, see, this is what's left. Just a little bit is in there. This gives a little bit of extra cheddar flavor. You don't have to do this because, like I said, I'm going to put queso with it later. But I wanted to use up what was left in here and just kind of let it cook together. And then we'll add queso on it later. Then, where is my lid, guys? Then we're just going to put this in the crock pot and let it cook all day. And I need a new crock pot because this is the crappy re-Drummond one. And it like is worn off, like literally right after I got it. So we're gonna let that cook all day and we'll come back to it later. So just keep an eye on it. Usually about 8 hours for this because the chicken is really frozen. But like I said, we'll come back and this is so good. So I shredded the chicken. It's been cooking all day. There's the chicken, got taco shells, got the wraps, got the queso. We're gonna get cheese out. Got lettuce, taco sauce, and then I'm going to warm up the beans, and that will be dinner. I don't have any rice tonight, or I don't really pair it with that, but I cooked 2 things tonight, which I'll probably put in the same video. So we've got Salisbury steak cooking over there, and then for the taco lovers, we've got tacos, and then I can always use these for leftovers tomorrow and then freeze stuff if you need to. But there is this. Okay, my friends, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Say hey to me in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Also, don't forget to check out Molly's channel. Like I said, it will be linked down below, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys.